So I think we've just got one more sort of question, and that's about the partnerships and platforms. So, Anne, I think this would go to you first. In terms of yeah, partnerships, with and how would they sort of benefit, I think, your platform?
Yeah, I mean I platform. I partner a lot with a lot of different authors as well as different like book companies, bookstores. My book was in Crate when it first came out, so I did a book box partnership. I did partnerships with a lot of different bookstagrammers and booktubers. I did a partnership with DYB Publishing, which is a great publisher. They publish Black and Brown authors, so they really changing the landscape of publishing as it is. So I highly recommend them. And really, I look to my community as well to partner with them. And even if they're a small partner, like I'll still work with you. Like if you have like 200 followers, I'm still interested in partnering, giving you a free copy of the book and asking you to share because I think everyone's important and every partnership is valuable.
Hmm. Yeah. And would you say it's good for business, bad for business, or sort of in between?
I would say it's excellent for business. I that's probably the majority of my sales would come from different partnerships. So
Ah,
whether it's from a bookstore or a book box or any sort of influencer, non-influencer, uh,
yeah,
definitely helps a lot.
awesome. Hollis?
So I should partnership do more partnerships. I've done a few. They it's really just my inactivity that keeps me from doing more because I get really distracted in my real life and then I forget to go online. But I partner with some other authors. I actually recently have been partnering with an author friend, Alara Dunn, who recently published The Magic Locker, The Witch's Curse, which is the first book in her Magic Locker series, which is about bullied kids who get magical powers. So it's a fantasy realism, but YA fantasy, and they get magical powers, and it's cool, and they can basically combat the bullies, and it's really good. But we went to book fair together recently, and we're going to continue to partner together as two fantasy authors, and that sort of thing. Of course, I come on podcasts, and I try to do partnerships with people, like Anne said, if somebody emails me or something and says, hey, would you read my book and give me a review or something, and I'm very happy to do like those kind of switches where we send each other a copy of the book and then we review each other's books on Goodreads, and honest reviews, of course, and all of that. I'm really, really happy to do that. But I would like to further do more as far as the professional partnerships are concerned, and that's just on me to start making some inquiries, quite honestly, because I am tired and, and I need to get off my butt because I would like to make writing my full-time main source of salary, as opposed to, I mean, I love my day job. I actually love my coworkers and what I do, but uh, I would love to not need that job. I would love to just be able to write what I want.
Same.
Yeah. In Paris?
Partnerships, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So when Paris Books finally started getting some traction, and after I published my first book and released it, I think the only partnerships I really did was with fellow authors as well. But it turned into, so for example, in 2022, 2021, I started going live with different authors, July 2021, because my book had went viral. And I thought the sales would match that, but they did not. The sales did not match that at all. Um, and I would see these indie authors doing really well, who appeared to do really, really well. So I'm like, I can't be the only one with these questions. So I started interviewing them on my Instagram live. how did you market your book? What was your writing process? What are you doing next? And it became a resource people would come to, like, oh, I read that book. I'm going to join that live to see what he did so I can try to do the same thing. And that opened a ton of doors for me. Going live is how I got my last 2 jobs. People saw those lives, and one girl reached out, a woman. She's like, I think our clients would love you. Your personality, like, I think you're perfect. And I got a job from that, like my highest paying job ever. And it, that's what I try to tell indie authors. Like, it's rare for you to be able to just live off of this, but it's going to open up some kind of door if you, at the very least, network. Like, it's going to open up some sort of door for you. So, yeah, so that's really my only partnership with other fellow authors and stuff like this. Just I call it networking. I haven't done a formal partnership yet.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Well, I think that concludes all the questions. Is there anything that we should be talking about that we haven't?
I'm curious to know what everyone is working on, like what your next project is, just out of curiosity.
I'm working on book 3 in my series, as long as I can control this munchkin.
Oh.
Yes, it's coming along.
Good.
Good.
So I am still in editing with, I have my next book in the historical fantasy series called The Lost Beacon Chronicles, coming out November 16th. So that is finished. I'm just finishing editing and doing page layouts, because I do all my own designs and book covers and page layouts, and saves a lot of money, but takes a lot of time. And all of that. So I have that coming out November 16th. And then I'm also writing the first draft of the next book, the 3rd book in the Rashawn series, called Tear in the World, which is coming out. Well, I've told everyone it's going to come out sometime in 2024, but I haven't said what month. So